We start with our Newsmaker segment and talk with the city manager of Kansas City, Missouri, Troy Schulte. Mr. Schulte joined the city in 1998, was named budget director in 2003, acting city manager in late 2009, and the acting was removed from his title in early 2011. Troy Schulte is at the center of what's going on at City Hall and beyond, and we welcome him back to Ruckus. Thank you for coming in, sir.
Glad to be here, Mike.
Well, the KCI vote was a big success for you and for the people in the city government and the others who backed it. But a quick question. If you're not someone who flies regularly or at all at KCI and you live in Kansas City, Missouri, do you still get some benefit from a new KCI?
Oh, I think the non-flyers will benefit greatly. Not only will there be a tremendous amount of construction activity, but we think a new and improved KCI will be an economic engine generator. We've had a number of the folks in the business community saying if they had better connections, would allow us to expand the business. It is the largest single economic development tool at our disposal is a quality airport and a quality terminal. So we think having a terminal ready to go by the end of 2021 will provide economic development opportunities for a lot of folks who will never actually ever fly an airplane. So
barring any unforeseen problems, KCI is underway. The project has been approved by the public, and you need to work out details with Edgemoor, and everything is headed for completion in 2021.
That's our goal. The plan is the memorandum of understanding with Edgemoor will be submitted to the City Council on November 30th. We started work on the environmental compliance requirements that's required by the Federal Aviation Administration the day after. Aviation will do that. So our goal is to break ground in the fall of 2018 and have a new terminal up by November of 2021.
So what's the next big project for Kansas City, Missouri government?
Well, there's a couple of them. We continue to implement our general obligation bond program that voters approved in spring. We're very thankful for that. We've got our first projects out. We are continuing to figure out a solution to the Buck O'Neill Bridge to replace that structure. We've gotten good support from the region. We're trying to figure out a way to come up with about $100 million of local funds that would be matched by the state to build a brand new structure that would accommodate not only current but future needs for that artery that handles 45,000 cars a day. We're working closely with the county to try to figure out their jail situation. Obviously, our inmates are over there.
Obviously, the county could use some help on the jail project.
And so we will be partners on that, and we've got to do pension reform for public safety
What
employees.
about the downtown convention hotel that we've heard so much about? It was announced, I believe, in mid-2015, and nothing has happened yet, and it hasn't started. There's not been groundbreaking.
As of yesterday, in my last conversation, they are on track for a closing of all the financial documents in around the 22nd of December, and we intend to have a shovel in the ground right after the first of the year. So that project is ready to go.
You had a fairly well-publicized spat with a few council members not long ago, where you said to them, and I'll just paraphrase what I think you said, if you don't like the way I do the job, you can fire me. I'll get more sleep, a better job, and make more money. Now, they backed off, as I understand it, and you sort of recanted the next day. Is everything quiet now? Are you back in good graces with the city councilman?
I think so. I serve at the pleasure of the mayor and 12 members of the city council, and if they want to make a direction change, I'm always happy to meet their needs, but I think at this point the city's got a great deal of momentum, and so I'm here for the duration or as long as they have me.
Well, and a lot of people who know city government have high praise for your success and your work as city manager. As I was researching a little bit of background about you, I came to find that you have served two mayors, Mark Funkhauser and Sly James, and I can think of no two more dissimilar personalities. That must have been an interesting experience and is an interesting experience.
It is. It's the North Pole and South Pole. It's about as far of an extreme as possible. Mayor Funkhauser was obviously knew a great deal about how local government should work. I think he would admit his personal relationship skills with the public and the city council weren't what he wanted them to be, but and Mayor James is just the opposite. He's a dynamic person who I believe
he's
was
an
born,
extrovert, and
he loves the job being mayor. And I don't think Mayor Funkhauser really ever really enjoyed being
More of an
mayor.
introvert,
Right.
I think.
Yeah.
As I told you before we started recording this interview, it's my impression that most residents of Kansas City, Missouri, or anywhere else really understand what the city manager form of government is. People think the mayor has all the control, and the mayor has some control, but not nearly as much as the appointed city manager.
Right. Under our form of government, a council manager form of government, which is the predominant form of government in the cities in the metropolitan area, the mayor and council are responsible for policy setting, budget priority setting sessions, those types of issues, and the city manager is responsible for day-to-day administration of those issues. So I'm the guy that they should be yelling at if they want their trees trimmed or their potholes filled. Those are the types of issues we work with on a daily basis, just providing 300 different services across 317 square miles. So it's a challenging job, but I've got the privilege of working with 4,400 men and women who make it a lot easier.
Time is up. Thank you very much for coming in. A pleasure to see you again.
Always happy to be here.
All right, thank you, sir. That is Kansas City, Missouri City Manager Troy Schulte. Now let's meet the panel and start a ruckus.